Welcome back to Moody Talk Sports. We are here with our weekly Men Among the Boys series. This is where I go through the top 10 quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs for NFL from week to week. And this is, of course, if you read the title, is the quarterback version. So going into week 8 in the NFL, these are my top 10 quarterbacks. Starting at number 10, I have Jordan Love. I talked about this when I did my top 10 NFL teams. Packers were on there at 10 as well, and I was like, I don't know what to do with them. They're 4-1. Jordan Love is managing the games really well. If we look at his stats, he's 14th in yards, about 69% completion percentage, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. It's like really vanilla stats, but it's actually pretty good because it is good for a game management type of style. He's winning them games. They're 4-1. I don't know. It's weird. If somebody else even has a slightly good game this week, they could pass him. But right now, 10 is kind of where he's at based on his overall stats. Number 9, we have Sam Darnold. Now, Sam did fall a little bit, didn't have the best Monday night, did come away with the victory, which is great. But if we look at his overall numbers, he's 7th in yards, 68% completion, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. The 4 interceptions, believe it or not, are what actually kind of hurt him a little bit. You wouldn't think, because that's still a great ratio, but there's been a lot of good quarterback play this year. We'll talk about that more here in a second, just as this list goes on. But overall, a great season so far. He's got the number 1 wide receiver in my eyes, which is Jackson Smith-Njigba, who is just lighting it up. I honestly even given Puka Nacua a run for his money at this point. And since Puka's hurt, that's why he's been number 1. Insanity. Number 8, I have Baker Mayfield. Baker does drop. He had an amazing game against San Francisco. He's had amazing games throughout, the year so far. He's allowed to have a stinker. That offensive game plan Monday night looked awful for the Bucs, so it is what it is. There was also a lot of very strange calls that went against him that was very, very strange. Just didn't feel like it was their night for whatever reason. I won't get into any conspiracy theories, but no, they didn't play well. They didn't play well at all, and so he drops to 8. But still, Baker is still rocking, 6th in yards, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Those 2 interceptions, both of them were not even his fault. One was tipped. The other one was, which I guess you could argue that's kind of his fault, but not really. I mean, it was a great defensive play. The other one was literally ripped out of his tight end's hands. So I don't really put that on him. But no, still a great season for Baker, still top 10 QB. Number 7, I have Danny Dimes. And look, Danny has kind of taken a step back because I actually love that because I think this is perfect for Danny. I don't necessarily want to see Danny at 1, 2, or 3 because I think if he has to play that way, I don't know that he'll be successful at it. Where he's really being good right now is just kind of fitting into that high-end game manager mode where, he throws the ball when he needs to. He's highly efficient. He doesn't have a ton of touchdowns, only 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, but he's 5th in yards. 71% completion percentage. He is just playing his butt off. I love him in this spot because the Colts are just an overall great team. And with them being an overall great team, I think they're going to continue to win and continue to blow teams out. But I think if you have to put everything on his shoulders, I don't know how well he'll do. So I like where they're at. Keep this going. 6, we have Patty Mahomes. Patrick has slowly crept up this leaderboard throughout. He went from not being on it to being on the bubble to being now, I think he was 10th last week, or maybe 8th or something like that. He's slowly worked his way up. He's 4th in yards, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but it's the 66% completion percentage is why he's still so low. Because that 66 is now 66 because he played the Raiders, but the previous weeks it was 61, 62, 63. He still has a way to go. I think he's going to end up being in the top 3 by the time it's all said and done. But right now, I still can't just put him high. There's still some stuff he's working through. But now he's got all of his receivers back, so no excuses. Number 5, we have Justin Herbert. Now listen, Justin Herbert's numbers, some of them are inflated. Some of them are, I know they're throwing a lot. He threw for 420 yards last game and got blown out. But you have to give respect to Justin because he's getting sacked more times than he ever has. He's on pace to get sacked 50 times this year, which is nuts. He has the most yards in the league. 68% completion percentage. He has a lot of interceptions. I know that should hurt him. He's 13-6. It's just that when you watch the games and you watch how much he's having to overcome because of his offensive line being terrible, the receivers being banged up, the running game being inefficient, I give him a lot of credit, and I know it's tough for him, but he's keeping them relevant and he's keeping them somewhat in it because if it wasn't for that, I think this would be a bottom tier team if not for Justin Herbert. I really do. Number 4, we have Jared Goff. Jared has been kind of Mr. Reliable back there, which is great. He didn't have a fantastic game on Monday, but it continues to be good. 9th in yards, 75% completion percentage, 15 tutties, 3 interceptions. Darn, those are some good numbers. I mean, they really are. It's efficient. It's kind of like, it's a little bit of game manager in there. I mean, he's obviously the type of guy that can go the distance. We've seen it. But, I mean, it's a high level of just being an efficient pocket passer, and I love it. I'm here for it. So, number 4. Number 3 is Drake May, and good for this young man. Good for him. I want to see him continue to climb these ranks. I love what he's doing. He's 8th in total yards, but he rushes the ball really well. Kind of reminds me of a Josh Allen prototype. 75% completion percentage, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 4-0 on the road. This is a team that everyone thought was dog water, and they're not. They're 5-2, and they're looking like a legit contender. And they beat Buffalo. They look good. Mike Vrabel's got that team running on all cylinders right now. And if it's not all cylinders, it's most of them. I'll tell you what. Number 2, I have Matthew Stafford. Again, Matthew Stafford has been kind of at the top of this list. He's 3rd in yards. He's 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, leads the league in touchdowns at this point. 66% completion percentage, so that's not the greatest stat. He's pretty low on that. But when you combine the yards with the touchdowns, with the Rams winning and what they did last Sunday in London, or overseas. I think they were in London. He continues to impress, so good for him. Top 2 QB right now. Good deal. Number 1 is still Dak Prescott. Listen, I said for weeks now that until someone knocks him off his throne, it's going to be his spot. And right now, Dak is still 2nd in yards, 72% completion percentage, 16 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 268 yards a game. Cowboys are coming off a blowout win against the Commanders. It's still his spot. Someone's going to have to really come up. He's going to have a couple bad games probably, and someone's going to have some masterclass stuff. Because right now, in my eyes, he's still earned it. This is a team no one thought would be good. This is a team no one thought would be relevant. And I know they're 3-3. I know they're not, tearing it up. But their offense is dynamic. It really is. 44 points, I believe, against the Commanders. That's good stuff. Hope you enjoyed this. We also, like I said, have running backs, wide receivers, top 10 NFL teams. Check it out. Moody Talk Sports. We'd love to have you subscribe. I will see you again next week.